Cheers.
We are starting with some sparkling.
But not just any sparkling.
Well, it is
not
the
just
dry
any.
January, and I know we all hate dry January, but we kind of thought it would be fun to maybe do some low-cal options.
Yeah.
Right.
We're doing today on the wine section, we're doing all is alcohol removed, so it's not non-alcoholic. And the difference with alcohol removed versus non-alcoholic, non-alcoholic, you still have the sugar. Mm-hmm. You know, you still, because you need the yeast to eat the sugar to create the alcohol. Mm-hmm. So with alcohol removed, that's already happened. So you're getting a little bit more of a low calorie wine.
Yes.
And that is what most people are looking for when they're looking for a non-alcoholic wine. With Freshenet, which we've, featured, of course, many times before, and we love Freshenet here. But we were looking at the bottle, and it says, 90 calories, but it also says that in this one container is 2 servings, which in all wines, I agree, every bottle is only 2 servings.
Let's be real.
Pretty realistic.
One glass is 2 servings.
Let's be honest. Who has one glass?
That's right.
Not me. It's like having one, who has one Oreo, who has one potato chip.
Right.
Never. No such thing.
Yeah. But, I don't find it too bad. It does taste a little sweeter than the Brut that you would get, or the Cava from Freshenet, which is really dry. This is a little bit sweeter. But I think this would be good for cocktails if you are trying to keep your calorie count down a little bit and you wanted to add a little sparkling to it. Mm-hmm. Because it's not the tonic water.
Yes.
So you have a little bit different flavoring in it, but you also can keep those calories down. That was my thought on the sparkling.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you are, there's other things to think about here. If you want to go lower calorie, healthy, if you are trying to do that 30-day cleanse, although I'm not a quitter, But hey, if you're trying to hide a pregnancy or anything like that, because I think not a lot of people talk about that, that would be great. You could still have a mimosa holiday brunch, New Year brunch, serve everyone real mimosas. You're sipping that, they'll have no idea. Yeah. They'll have no
idea.
idea.
That pregnancy from anyway.
And no, I'm not saying anything because
but you could have it as if you are pregnant during a baby shower or something like that, then that would be something that would be nice to get for the mom while everybody else, of course, partakes in the.
And I have done that. I've hosted a baby shower and I've done that exact thing. And I think this is a great substitute because it actually does taste like what you're, quote unquote, missing out on.
Well, it's not the Martinellis. And don't get me wrong, in our family we always have the Martinellis there because, you've got kids and whatever else. But let's be real, that's Welch's grape juice. It's just...
It tastes like, carbonated apple juice.
It does.
I do like the way it tastes. The child in me, my parents always had that for me as a kid. I loved it.
I just think, if you're looking to keep your blood pressure, right now I'm going to a nutritionist trying to lose weight and everything and get healthier. It's more about health than it is weight. Yeah. So this is a good option because it is the lower sugar count, but I can still enjoy it and have fun with my friends. Although, let's be real, I'm not giving up the alcohol.
There's health and there's wellness.
Hey, Mama didn't raise a quitter.
That's right.
But this is a fantastic alternative for any scenario you're in, and if you need that alcohol removed, I do think this is great. Especially, I will say, like you said earlier, that, and I'm going to butcher the name. Please tell me, what is it?
The Martinellis.
Yes, Martinellis. Okay. That is like, dare I say,
it's good. But
sugar in a cup.
It's sugar in a cup, and, it's great. It's for kids and whatever, but, if you're trying to...
If I'm looking to cut calories, that's the move.
That's
for
the
sure.
move. And again, the calorie count on this is really low, so that's very impressive.
You're drinking a whole bottle. That's only
so
180 calories.
Hey, I'm going.
Shall we move on to what Brooke has, and then we'll go on to the other
Yes. Okay. So we did talk about lower calorie because mine has alcohol in it.
Well, not everybody wants to quit. Not everybody's dry in January.
So cheers to that, ladies.
Cheers.
And this is not bad at all. I'll let you taste it first. Not too shabby, not overly sweet at all. And you could sweeten this if you were thinking. So let me tell you what it is. I have tequila because tequila is the lowest calorie spirit.
Ooh, who knew?
Yeah, I would imagine just from the knowing the process and how they make tequila, because again, you always have to have that sugar. Something has to break down to have the sugar for the yeast to eat in order to produce the alcohol. But with the plant itself, there's not a lot of sugar in it.
Right. So if you are looking at And I love bourbon, but bourbon does have sugar in it. Yeah. And it depends. Every bottle is going to be different. Every brand's going to be different. Their process of distilling is going to be different. However, tequila is known for the cleanest and the lowest calorie. So what I did with it, you can do two things here. You can have the more sophisticated version that's fresh fruit to make your margarita. Notice I didn't do a rim or anything, so it's cutting out your salt or sugar. Yeah. You could do real citrus. You're cutting out that syrupy sour mix, and a lot of that has high fructose corn syrup and sugary stuff that you don't want in your body anyways. Yeah. I believe the fresher fruit in your cocktail, it's going to taste better anyways.
Well, I like it. Honestly, I like the taste of tequila. I'm a very good tequila girl. I love my tequila. So for me, this tastes a better margarita than a lot of the mixes out there.
Oh yeah,
because they are just such sugar, and I don't want to be drinking that again, like that Welch's grape juice syrup. I want the tequila.
I want real stuff and good tequila. Don't listen. Good tequila is like $25. Don't cheap yourself out because then you'll get that awful nasty aftertaste and a hangover.
And this is very smooth.
Yeah, this is
I like Espolòn. It's really good. And this is, so I did the lazy version. So you can get fresh fruit. If you want a margarita, I would suggest lime, lemon, and orange. I always add orange. It adds extra little oomph. There's your triple sec. You're taking the triple sec out. You're using orange for that citrus.
But I also like putting in Grand Marnier, which is,
oh, heck yeah.
Grand Marnier in my,
heck yeah,
my margaritas.
Then it gets sweet again. But this, this is only 60 calories for 3 ounces. This is a mixture. It's called Stirring Simple Margarita. It's 60 calories per serving, and it's made with a little bit of cane sugar, but fresh juice, key lime juice. So it ends up having like a key lime flavor. So you have 60 calories here, and your tequila is 69 calories per ounce. So really, you're not doing too bad. Most craft cocktails, we don't talk about how much they usually are, and it varies. Yeah. But this is the lowest calorie you could probably get if you want a craft cocktail this season.
And I would think with the fresh fruit, because again, anytime you're doing fresh fruit or vegetables, you're saving your calories.
And of course.
But what kind of like simple syrup or sugar would you use if you were doing fresh fruit?
So stevia. And now I don't have a label on this, but it's just like this you can put in your purse. Just saying, go to a bar. A lot of people do like a Crystal Light or stevia, and they'll bring it to a bar and get like vodka water or a tequila and water, and then they'll just put a little sweetness in. Cocktail right then and there, and it'll cut your calories in half.
Yeah, this is good.
So hey, I've talked to a lot of personal trainers, and they're like, I don't want to give up alcohol. A lot of people don't want to give up alcohol.
No,
and I get it. It's a social thing. It's fun. One, cutting back, maybe not drinking during the weeks, but on the weekend, hey, don't hold back, sister or brother. Go ahead. But those little things can help cut down calories, and they do say tequila is the best. Vodka is going to be your second. So tequila or vodka. Tequila is 69 calories per ounce. Vodka is 99.
Oh, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, the clear liquor seems to be the move.
Makes sense.
All right.
Good tips.
All right, I can't see. It looks like 45 calories per serving.
45.
Is that a half a bottle?
We've got 45 calories. Oh, this is saying there's 3 servings per container.
Alrighty,
so saying basically what, a glass and a half.
Okay.
All right.
So what winery or?
So this is actually J. Lore.
Oh
no, it's Ariel is their non-alcoholic line, or sorry, alcohol removed line, and but this is J. Lore. So this is exactly the J. Lore Chardonnay that you would get with the alcohol removed.
Okay.
This is like the Riverstone Chardonnay.
Smells smoky.
Very
Tastes
tangy.
smoky.
Very tangy.
I get like
very. Yeah.
Do you get smoky at all?
Definitely no. I'm not getting that. But
it's
that's
like a slight cream, but not like a butter bomb at all. Yeah.
Look how different my palate is. I'm like,
no, there's smoke in it.
Smells and tastes smoky, and they're like, it's tangy. Feel the same way.
It's wow. This is not like any Chardonnay
I've ever had. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, it's very, very light.
It is very light, and I will tell you, there's a couple reasons why the Chardonnay sells extremely well.
Goes down like water.
Well, there's a lot of people who they have the high blood pressure. They're trying to watch their blood pressure, and so this is the only way that they're able to have any type of Chardonnay. The other reason, well, there's a couple other reasons. this is actually one of the best-selling cooking wines. I hate to say that about J. Lore, but because people are buying it, you know, they can still enjoy it, but also, you know, people do not want to spend
a lot,
you know, 30, 20, 30, 40 bucks a bottle to cook with. And you're afraid of what you get in some of the wines that are, you know, 10 and under.
Right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're over sugared so this is a really nice, more natural wine for cooking. So a lot of people do like that.
What's kind of the price point then on this one?
You're still around that $10 price point. Yeah. But you also, there are people that use this for cocktails and they put alcohol in it.
Oh, okay.
So they add their own alcohol. I don't know how they do it, but there was a thing on Pinterest about it, and like Ariel Chardonnay was going like crazy because they were making their own little Chardonnay cocktails.
I could see that.
Like maybe a spritzer or something.
Yes.
I don't, you know. But this isn't too bad.
This one though, you could definitely.
Yeah.
It has such a not your normal Chardonnay taste. I feel that you could do a lot with.
Yeah, it's more of the natural Chardonnay taste.
Yeah.
I would say like when you get an unoaked Chardonnay, this is closer to what you're going to get, that citrusy. But there is like a little bit of like a hint of oak in there.
I was just about to say maybe that's the oak I'm getting when I say smoky. You know,
with.
All right, move on to the cab.
I say yes.
All right, so this is Ariel, same again, J. Lore, but this is their Cabernet, and I'm really excited to try this one.
Me too.
So.
Have you had it before?
I have not. I've not had any of these.
Oh,
you know, non-alcoholic. Nikki, not happening.
Smells like a cab.
Definitely smells like a cab. Looks like a cab.
Chocolate smell going on there.
I definitely get that.
Yeah.
I definitely get that.
So you know what's funny?
Well, Hershey's part.
If you were training your palate for any type of wine test, like a, you know, WSET or SOM or any of those, then this would be a good one because this tastes very much like Paso Robles has a distinctive taste in their cab. Okay. And this is so much like what the grape off the vine tastes like without being grape juice.
Sure, sure.
Yes, it definitely also has dry. It's dry on the back end. Mm-hmm. Little, might I say, a little sour. I'm getting.
Well, like you would.
It's not as full bodied as like a Cabernet would be.
I was gonna say
it feels very light.
That's because it doesn't have the oak. So you know, of course, most cabs are going to be put in oak, but also you don't have the artificial. I'm going to say it, the artificial crap that's in a lot of mainstream cab today. Yes. There's a lot of them out there that say that they're cab, and you know, you get the cab and you look at it and you're like, that tastes to me like sugar water. Yeah. This is what the grape, like I said, this is what the grape tastes like off the vine, without any process.
And you know, I love wine, but I hate to say it. It does sugar wise. That's why when people are like, I really want to lose weight and I'm eating super healthy, but when you're still having like a bottle a night, usually it's a sugar.
Are you trying to criticize me? Are you trying to say something about me?
I'm saying we're in an intervention today, Nikki.
This is my intervention.
But you know, I feel like the commonality with these two alcohol removed seems to be there is a slight higher residual sugar taste on the palate, calorie. And there's generally it seems to feel thinner. If that's
and this
the right
one actually
word,
has the most sugar and out of the other two. It's just 10 grams of sugar in this one. Calories are 52 calories. But they're
3
serving. Yep, 3 servings, same thing.
Yeah. But
so you get to drink a lot more of it.
Yeah. And I don't want people to think that
I'll take the calories and the booze. I'm not going to deny here.
Well, and I think a lot of people think when they see non-alcoholic or alcohol removed wines that they think there's absolutely no alcohol. There is. It's just not a legal amount. So this is not going to get you drunk. If you are pregnant, this is not going to do any harm to the baby. Again, this is a great wine for cooking because you have that natural flavor. You're not, all those additives are not in there. And if you do have high blood pressure and you're wanting to enjoy something, this is a good alternative.
I think they're great choices. Of the 3, my favorite is the sparkling.
I was going to second that. Yep, my favorite's the sparkling.
I kind of like the cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like the cab, but I have very fond memories of walking through the J. Lord vineyards. They invited us, and one of the very few vineyards to allow us to pull the grapes off the vine. Nice. And there is the Paso Robles grape is so distinctive, the cab, from anywhere else. There's just black currant in it, and there's just the natural flavors, and it's in the bottle. Yeah. So if you are training your palate, I think this is a good one to train palate on.
That makes sense.
Of course. I love that you're like, Well, I have good memories with this. That's why it's my favorite. Well, I want J-Lore memories.
Hey, I don't want to hear next. Who's going to have good memories next month?
Oh, me.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right.
Three, because we're going.
I guess
to
us.
Napa.
I guess I'll include you guys as well.
We're going to
Yes, we are. And let me tell you, all of those will definitely have alcohol in them. Sorry, I'm not taking out alcohol in my life in February. Because February is the month of love, and I will love every wine I try.
Right, and we will probably have multiple episodes through because we have a lot planned.
We do.
We have a lot planned. Before we go, though, we did cook
I made you something. Are you hungry?
I am starving.
Let's do it.
So it's, January obviously is all about healthier eating and drinking habits. So I made you one of my favorite one-pot vegetarian sort of stew chili thing. So it's a combination of white beans, garbanzo beans, fire roasted tomatoes. There's some bulgur wheat in there, and lots of vegetables as well. So how about I ladle you guys up some?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm starving. I have not eaten all day. Okay.
So this is from my one pot cookbook. It is from the winter section, obviously, and it is a vegetarian chili, really. So it's we have navy beans in it. We have garbanzo beans. There are carrots, celery, onion, garlic, tomatoes.
Yum.
It is it's one of my favorites. And then bulgur wheat to add a little bit of extra bulk, fiber, and texture to it.
Give you that.
And we did it
Filling,
in
too.
Yeah, you'll see on the video that we did it in the Instant Pot.
Okay.
And if you don't have one of those, no big deal, but it comes together in 15 minutes. It cooks in 15 minutes. Now, with the Instant Pot, it has to pressurize and then depressurize. Well, you can quicken the depressurization, but it takes about 10 minutes for it to come up to pressure, and then literally 15 minutes for it to cook. And so easy.
Yes,
so
we
easy.
love easy.
Right?
Well,
easy and healthy.
We have the redness, but I would tell people this is a little on the spicy side, so I would go with a white, a little tangier or sweeter wine.
Yep.
I love the spiciness.
And we added a bit of cayenne to it to pick it up, but it also has smoked paprika, which is where you're getting that fuller smoky flavor, and some cumin as well.
This is so good.
I love it.
Because you don't need to add fat to add flavor. We're talking about taking out alcohol. If you're trying to eat healthier, just you can add a lot of spices, add really flavorful things to mask what you feel like you're missing in the form of, because there's a lot of flavor in fat. Don't get us wrong, right?
Never
the best part of a
cheat.
steak is the fat.
Yes, never cheat spices.
No,
Never.
No. You can have as many spices as you want.
Yeah,
That's not fat.
exactly.
So if you don't have a Instant Pot, you could do a crock pot.
You could do a crock pot, absolutely.
Or Dutch oven?
You could do a Dutch oven too, or just a stock pot.
I'd say stovetop probably.
Yeah, it'll just take a little bit longer, but not that long at all.
I was about to say, but even then, it
Maybe
seems
half
pretty
hour.
simple.
Yeah, it's pretty good for vegetarian, right? I mean, people
Oh,
balk
I
at
love
vegetarian,
it.
but there's so much flavor. I just think this is one
I
of my
think
favorites.
that's key. Is a lot of people think that vegetarian's plain,
right.
but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. And I mean, this is delicious, but if you did want to add, I would assume like you could add turkey or ground turkey or ground chicken or something to give it, if
Absolutely.
you really wanted to have the meat with it.
Extra protein.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're getting plenty of protein with this combination of beans.
and the bulgur, yeah.
And then the bulgur has a little bit as well. And that extra fiber. So it helps to make you feel full longer.
This is delicious.
So I think we can make it through January, right?
Oh, I love
Some
it.
Great new wines to try.
I think it's great. I'm never drinking again. Just kidding.
Till next month.
Until we go to Napa. She's trying to
until,
dry out.
until about 20 minutes from now. Just kidding.
She's drying out so that when we go to Napa, we could just really...
Exactly. Really just focus on
So
drinking.
we do have confirmed the wineries that we're going to be going to. We are going to Rombauer. We are confirmed there. We do not get to go through the special door because of COVID. They don't want anybody who might infect their barrel room, and I understand.
I get that.
And then we are going to Duckhorn and Farniente.
Yeah.
And we are going to Opus One, which we're very excited about. We are going on the wine train. We're going to be going up to Krepp Brothers and BV. You know, if for people who know about Tapestry, I'm very excited about that one.
We're going to eat at some fantastic restaurants. I think we
Oh,
might
I
visit
can't
the
wait.
CIA at Copia, not the Central Intelligence Agency, but the Culinary Institute of America. And I'm so excited. We're first days in San Fran. Maybe we'll go down to the wharf, eat some great seafood, go to the mothership, Williams-Sonoma.
Oh,
and,
yes, yes. And then you are lining up some distilleries and breweries as well, just so that we can make sure we are well-rounded.
Yes, we have to make sure we don't discriminate on any beverage during this trip.
That's right.
So yeah, you do not.
We're all inclusive.
Right. You do not want to miss next month's episode. In the meantime, you should
subscribe,
and follow. Did I
or
screw
share
it up?
too.
Share. You know what? This is the first time in months I messed this up.
That's why you think I started it.
I know.
Like if I started, I can't mess it up.
I'm not going to mess it up.
Cheers.